In my hands, I hold the star of today's photography session. This is the 400mm f8 Super Telephoto reflex lens by Tokina, and I will be showing you how it's changed the way I shoot street photography and what it can do for you. For starters, you're probably wondering what a Super Telephoto reflex lens is anyways. Well, let's talk about it. Super Telephoto describes its classification of focal length in comparison to other lenses, whereas 35mm is wide to where 100mm is telephoto. And then on the extreme ends, you have fisheye at 5mm and where we will be at 400mm. It would allow something that'd be way far away to be much closer. And if you're confused on how such a large focal length can fit into such a small footprint, well, that's where reflex comes in. It is describing how light travels through this lens. So instead of bending off of curved glass, it's using mirrors. So the light will travel through and hit a mirror, which will bounce into another curved mirror before going through a number of filters and then finally out of the lens, cutting down the footprint to a fraction of what it would be otherwise. Now that we got all that out of the way, here's what the big questions are. How is the build quality? Do all the images hold up through all the reflective and glass elements of this lens? And if it isn't the lens that makes the images bad, could I just be a scrub? Yeah. Alright, it's cold. It's cold. I'm trying to hold this camera steady and it's like...
I just want to walk over that bench.
What bench? Oh,
there's like a bench there. I
don't think it's a bench.
It's ice.
It's beautiful.
These arms. I'm gonna grab some sticks.
Oh yeah, I got a knife.
You're just gonna go stab stuff up.
Boy, it's cold. Oh.
Daddy. Hold on. I can save you. I'm sorry, buddy. Here we go. I said I touched too much snow.
Alright. Inside.
We're done.
Yeah.
We did it.
It's just somewhere warmer, like Hawaii.
Welcome to Honolulu, level 234, bringing up.
So I ended up taking this lens on vacation with me, and wow, was I impressed. There wasn't enough time to film everything that I saw, so I'm gonna do my best. If you follow my photography, you already know that I had to get some of the photos of these hotels and skylines. At 400mm, it felt much closer to feeling like I was taking portraits of these skyscrapers, as opposed to it feeling like street photography. We made our way on over to Kualoa Ranch, which plays host to a myriad of movie sets such as Jurassic Park and King Kong,
so you know I had to pay a visit. And at the time of taking this photo, I was about a good mile away. I really wanted to test how far I can grab something in focus. And just when I thought I could see far enough, I spotted a helicopter just above. And you can even see the passengers inside. And if the helicopter and the King Kong bones weren't enough, take a look at this island. I was able to capture the very top. Apparently the water is shallow enough around here for people to walk straight to the island. And that's where I spotted these kids fishing in the water. And this vacation house completely secluded from everybody else. And this rock formation on seemingly the edge of the horizon. And I would like to take this moment to say that Hawaii is such a beautiful place, and I appreciated everything that it had to offer. And I hope to have reasons to come back again and again and again.
So in the end, how would I rate the Tokina 400mm? It's cool. So the build feels rugged and a little bit of heft to it, which is nice to kind of prevent those micro jitters you might get as you film handheld. And standing at 76mm, this is a pretty great addition to any travel bag. It does what it needs to do at a budget that works for most. It's for photo enthusiasts who are looking for that range with a price that can get them there easy. And as for in terms of if the images hold up, I would say that this shoots a little bit on the softer end, and it might be just because of atmosphere. But this is a little softer than my taste, and it had me second guess quite a bit of whether I was nailing focus or not. So the ruling's still out on my scrub theory, but after 2 months with this lens, I still can't decide if I like how soft it is or not. I don't know if it's a personal issue, but with a throw longer than an Olympic medalist, I struggle to control focus at an f8, while still treating it like it's a run and gun style lens. Granted, I still get a lot of amazing results when it does work in my favor, and I think there's a lot of use cases for this at 400mm, whether that's environments, landscape, street photography, portraits, and a number of other new projects I have on the horizon. So stay tuned to see what else I have cooking up with it. And I'll see you next time.